I'm Son, and today we're gonna start a brand new book together. And that is Reading for Vocabulary Level D. So, as you all know, we've been completing 3 books together, and we have gone through Reading for Vocabulary Level A, Reading for Vocabulary Level B, and Reading for Vocabulary Level C. And you can see we have been completing those 3 books. And today we're gonna start learning a brand new book, Reading for Vocabularies Level D. Yay! So, and after that, we can still continue with RV plus level A. So you can see our comparison is going up, right? And I hope your English and reading skills are going up like that too. So let's start. So the project we have for this book is science. We're gonna learn some lessons. We're gonna learn about science, social studies. We're gonna look at things around us. Health. We're gonna talk about health of people. Fine arts, and fine arts is a very important stuff in our lives. And math, I'm sorry, but we have to look at math sometimes too. Math can be exciting, and hopefully we can study about it in an exciting way. And finally, entertainment. I know you are very excited. So let's get started with our first lesson. And we have Unit 1, and we are starting with architecture. Now that is kind of a difficult word, right? So architecture. Okay. And lesson 1 is a dream job. So we're gonna learn about some jobs we'll do in the future. Have you think about that? Do you have a dream job? I think you do. And so today we're gonna focus on, let's learn about a job, architects. So in this lesson, we're gonna learn about the job architects. So let's get started with our first word, a quick basic drawing. Now, can you draw something like that? Can you draw a motorcycle? Now, so the person draws that, he just draw a quick basic drawing. So he draw, and that drawing calls a sketch. There. Now, a sketch is a quick and basic drawing. Now, this doesn't look so basic. It looks a little bit complicated. So, a quick basic drawing is sketch. Okay. Now let's move on to our next word. To decide how something will look or work. So when people sat down and they start to draw something, and that might be a design, a design of a school or maybe a play. So how to decide how something will look or work is I just use that word. That word is design. So if someone designs something, that means he or she draws it or writes it, and then he or she gonna do something with that. With a building, he or she might build it. Or with writing, he or she will make a play, right? Okay, so let's move to our next word. A plan for making something. So now here's another complicated drawing, but this wasn't a sketch. This was more of a detail drawing. So we call it a blueprint. Why? So we call it a blueprint. Why is it blue? Because the paper that they draw the drawing on is blue. Okay, so we call it a blueprint. Okay, now our next word. What something is used for? So what something is used for? Now, have you seen a knife like this? This knife has a lot of. It is a swipe knife, army of knife, right? And there's many kind of knife. This knife is used for cutting, and this plier here used to grab hold of something, or maybe to crack nuts. So what something is used for is a function. Function. So we call it a function. Now, this knife has more than one function because it has a lot of knives. It was used to cut, used to hold things, and maybe used for many things, many other things too. Okay, next word. Warning, you should not smoke. Now, you should not smoke now, but don't smoke in the future. So a rule or law is a regulation. So a regulation is like a rule or law. So you can say all three things. You can say rule or law or maybe regulation. Okay, next word. Someone who works with the law. Now, this is the person. Now, this person is someone who works with the law. Is someone who works in the court, and that person who works in the court is a lawyer. Lawyer. So a lawyer might fight against they fight for four, or they are for, or maybe they are against, right? So they fight to decide the person who breaks the law or something should go to jail or not. Okay, next word. The state of, this must be an E here. The state of being focused and working hard. Look at him, he has 4 arms. Now, he doesn't really have 4 arms. He was just so busy. So, it looks like he has 4 arms. Phew. So, this word, so the word is let's get that one. Now let's move to our next one. Something that could happen. Now this is kind of a dangerous position, right? because this girl was sitting on a stack of books, and maybe she's reading about one thing, a very interesting story, right? So something that could happen is possibility. Possibility. So it is possible that this girl could fall and hurt herself. But maybe she is reading a very interesting story, and maybe she is reading about a knife in a shining armor. So she was thinking, oh, is this possible? Here is a knife in a shining armor. It's possible that one day I could meet him. So maybe he was thinking that. She was thinking that. Okay, our next word. Have you been here before? Do you like baseball? Have you been here before? Now, if you like baseball, you would come here and watch baseball, right? This is where people came and watched sports. So they are large open buildings where people watch sports. So it is called a sports stadium. So it was called a sports stadium. So a sports stadium is somewhere that people came and watched sports. Okay, next word. Now this looks like a road in Australia. You can look very far away and you can see the end of it. So having no end is endless. Endless. So if something is endless, so I'm gonna do it here. If something is endless, it means it have no end. But maybe it has ends, but maybe the end may be very far away or something. Okay, our next word. A sudden dangerous situation. So we call a sudden dangerous situation is a emergency. Emergency. So we call it an emergency. So emergencies means a sudden dangerous situation. Now you can use emergency as a noun. It is an emergency, or an adjective. It is a emergency. It is an emergency car. It is an emergency truck, and it is an emergency service or something. Okay, the next word. To do the same as. Now this, of course, this is Mama Duck, and he is walking, and the baby ducks follow, right? So the baby ducks do the same thing as the Mama Duck. So we said to do the same thing was follow. Follow. So if you follow somebody, you do the same as that person did. So maybe follow has other meaning. Follow also means you follow somebody. If a person go from one place to another, you follow that person. Okay, let's move to our next word. put together in a smart and simple way. Now this looks like a very hard diagram, but this person was trying to make it easier. So to put together in a smart and simple way is organize. There. So organize. You can use it as a noun. That person is organized, or a verb. Maybe you know someone in school that is organized. Okay, next word. Someone who designs buildings and machines. And machines. So a person that design buildings and machines are the engineer. So the engineer creates buildings and machines, right? The engineer may build our houses, cars, and maybe even robots, right? Okay, next word. Working hard and completing a lot of work. So do you work hard at home? Do you do your homework really fast? Or maybe you just play games. So when you play games, you are not working hard. I don't remember the word, so let's get it. Our next word is sad and having no energy. So this person, she is happy and having a lot of energy, but these person are not. But this person are sad and they are having no energy. So they were depressed. So they are depressed. I hope you are not depressed though, because when we are depressed, we are upset about something. So when you are depressed, just think of some of the happy times. Like tomorrow is gonna be a new day and it will be a perfect day, right? So we hope we are not depressed really long. So this is the end of our lesson. We'll see you next time. Bye. Word.